Owl at Home by Arnold Lobel. The Guest. Owl was at home.
How good it feels to be sitting by this fire,
said Owl.
It's so cold and snowy outside.
Owl was eating buttered toast and hot pea soup for supper. Owl heard a loud sound at the door.
Who is out there banging and pounding at my door on a night like this?
He said. Owl opened the door. No one was there, only the snow and the wind. Owl sat near the fire again. There was another loud noise at the door.
Who can it be?
said Owl.
Knocking and thumping at my door on a night like this.
Owl opened the door. No one was there, only the snow and the cold.
The poor old winter is knocking on my door,
said Owl.
Perhaps it wants to sit by my fire. I will be kind and let the winter come in.
Owl opened his door very wide.
Come in, Winter. Come in and warm yourself for a while.
Winter came into the house, and it came in very fast. The cold wind pushed Owl against the wall. Winter ran around the room. It blew out the fire in the fireplace. The snow whirled up the stairs and whooshed down the hallway.
Winter!
cried Owl.
You are my guest! This is no way to behave.
But Winter did not listen. It made the window shades flap and shiver. It turned the pea soup into hard green ice. Winter went into all the rooms of Owl's house. Soon everything was covered with snow.
You must go away, Winter. You must go away right now,
shouted Owl. So the wind blew around and around, and then Winter rushed out and slammed the front door.
Goodbye,
called Owl.
And do not come back.
Owl made a new fire in the fireplace. The room became warm again. The snow melted away. The hard green ice turned back into soft green soup. Owl sat down in his chair and quietly finished his supper. Owl and the Moon. One night, Owl went down to the seashore. He sat on a large rock and looked out at the waves. Everything was dark, and then a small tip of the moon came up over the edge of the sea. Owl watched the moon as it climbed higher and higher into the sky. Soon the whole round moon was shining. Owl sat on the rock and he looked at the moon for a long time.
If I'm looking at you, Moon, then you must be looking back at me. We must be very good friends.
The moon did not answer. Owl said,
I'll be back to see you again, Moon. But now I must go home.
Owl walked down the path. He looked up at the sky. The moon was still there. It was following him.
No, Moon,
said Owl.
It is kind of you to light my way, but you must stay up over the sea where you look so fine.
Owl walked down a little farther. He looked at the sky again. There was the moon coming right along with him.
Dear Moon,
said Owl.
You really must not come home with me. My house is small. You would not fit through the door. And I have nothing to give you for supper.
Owl kept on walking. The moon sailed after him over the tops of the trees.
Moon,
said Owl.
I think that you do not hear me.
Owl climbed to the top of the hill. He shouted as loud as he could.
Goodbye, Moon.
The moon went behind some clouds. Owl looked and looked, but the moon was gone.
It is always a little sad to say goodbye to a friend,
said Owl. Owl came home, and he put on his pajamas, and he went to bed. The room was dark, and Owl was still feeling a little sad. All at once, Owl's bedroom was filled with a silver light. The moon was coming from behind the clouds.
Moon, you have followed me all the way home. What a good round friend you are.
Then Owl put his head on the pillow and closed his eyes. The moon was shining down through the window. Owl did not feel sad at all. What are the story elements in the chapter called The Guest? Who were the characters? What was the setting? What was the problem? And what was the solution? That means, how was the problem solved? Hey navigators, Mrs. Norris here. Well, I hope you enjoyed my little puppet show. Now, if you are interested in making your own puppet show, you can always do it by using any cardboard that you can find or toilet paper rolls. I used a toilet paper roll to make the owl. All you have to do is bend down the top corners to make ears and draw a picture of a face on the front. And you can make your theater with cardboard boxes or bags, cereal boxes or poster board, and then just decorate them. You can act out books or stories or make your own story. If you decide to do it, videotape it if you can, so I can see it. Have fun and see you next time.